A very good morning, Zimbabwe. Mamukase. My name is Ronald Hukwamakusha, and this morning we want to take a look on what Godfrey Tsenengamu said about President Nongson Chamisa, and I will have an opportunity to respond to Godfrey Tsenengamu's words. So we are not going to let that slide just like that. We need to give a response because this does have an impact on the Citizens Coalition for Change itself. And we believe in Nelson Chamisa, we believe in Citizens Coalition for Change, and we will not just let the dogs lie. So let me play this audio first so that I will begin my response. There are 3 audios which I need to play. Then I will give my responses on each and every audio.
We believe in confronting the problem, whatever it is. And we are so much convinced that under the leadership of Advocate Nelson Chamisa, if we were to work with him under the CCC, we were not going to achieve what we intended to achieve. Yes, we admit that they are a very strong movement. That's a fact. Advocate Nelson Chamisa is very likable, is very popular, is a good public speaker. But we think that he is weak somehow. He is ineffective. Yes, that's our view. The situation that Zimbabwe finds itself in doesn't require a leadership that thinks that ZANU PF is going to be removed through prayers and tweeting. ZANU PF is a beast that has to be confronted head on. Zimbabwe requires a movement that can square up to ZANU PF, blow for blow. Look at how the ZANU PF youths are terrorizing vendors in ZANU. Those are space balance. And we have a very popular opposition movement which is not doing anything to help those defenseless people who are being extorted by ZANU PF hooligans. Look at how MDC members are rotting in jail. When you have a very popular opposition, which is more than 500,000 people from the 2018 elections in Harare alone.
So, first thing, let me give a response to this first video, which he mentioned that President Nelson Chamisa is weak. And that is very important for us to respond because Godfrey Tsenengamu is a president to his own political party called FIS. He's a leader there. He's a president there. The question is, as a president of FIS, what are you doing yourself to confront ZANU PF? Because you are a recognized political organization. You are a recognized political entity. We had the by-elections. You didn't compete. You didn't participate in those by-elections. You snubbed the by-elections. Why did you do so? President Nelson Chamisa participated in the by-elections because he wanted to represent the people in parliament. He wanted to push things in parliament. That is the reason why he participated in the by-elections. He won 19 seats, and the MPs are pushing in parliament. That is point number 1. Point number 2, you are speaking about the issue of barons or the fights in Mbare. You were part of ZANU PF. You were part of the Chirangano group. You were part of the terror groups which were formed in Mbare as a youth leader. And these are the outcomes of those terror groups which you formed, the terror groups which you were leading as an individual. And right now you are putting the blame on Nelson Chamisa. Why are you not blaming yourself for setting up such hooligans, for allowing such hooligans to operate? Because you were a youth leader within ZANU PF. And these groups are doing what you taught them to do. They are just doing what you were masterminding them to do. And thirdly, you are speaking about the comrades who are incarcerated. And also, Chamisa is not the judiciary, he's not the police. He's doing whatever he can to make sure that they are represented, to make sure that they come out of prison, to make sure that their families are supported. But what do you expect him to do? We have an election in 9 months. In a few months to go, we have an election in Zimbabwe. And you know very well that ZANU PF want to stop this election. And you knowing very well that ZANU PF want to stop this election. And you want Nelson Chamisa to go into the streets, to mobilize the people to go into the streets. You want Nelson Chamisa to violently fight ZANU PF so that ZANU PF find ways to stop the election. You don't care about the elections, and the proof is there. The by-elections came, you didn't participate. It's because you don't care about the elections. You don't care about participating. You care about stopping the elections in 2023. That is your agenda. That is the reason why you formed fees. We know how you operate, you ZANU PF people. Before 2017, you parted ways with ZANU PF, you parted ways with Robert Mugabe, you were insulting Robert Mugabe, and you were working with Emerson Mnangagwa. What went wrong, Mr. Tsenengam? What went wrong? At what point did you begin to disagree with President Emerson Mnangagwa? You were the front man of President Emerson Mnangagwa. You were arrested several times. You were rewarded. You were paid handsomely for fighting Robert Mugabe on behalf of Emerson Mnangagwa. What went wrong? That is the question. And why is it that you are not participating in any elections which are happening at this moment in time? If you are genuine, if you are serious, it's because you want to protect the interests of ZANU PF. So your formation of fees is not to remove ZANU PF, but to protect ZANU PF, to create an opposing voice which opposes Nelson Chamisa from the opposition cycles. And we know you and the people you work with. We know you and we know your plans. So this is the reason why we are coming up here boldly, speaking to you and say, you have to stop it. You have to do whatever you want Advocate Nelson Chamisa to do. You have to do it yourself. You cannot force another leader to do what you want. He's a political leader in his own political party. You are leaving fees out of whatever is happening. You are leaving your own political party fees, and you are going to CCC, trying to direct CCC to say you have to do this. It's like you are driving your own vehicle in the highway, and you are leaving your own seat to go and direct the other driver and teach another driver how to drive, while it's yourself you are not driving so well. So how can a failed driver go and tell another driver who is actually driving well uh, you need to be honest with yourself first, Godfrey Zenengamu, because yourself, you're a crook. Yourself, we don't trust you. We don't believe in you. And your history is there to be seen by everybody. It's not a secret about you. Let us get into the second video. Then we get to our response. Let us hear what he said on his second video about Advocate Nelson Chamisa. I think this is just a continuation um, of the first video. So let us this one, then we
Look at how people
respond to it. Okay, I'm finding it difficult to play it here. Let me try to see
but they failed
how best
to
I can do it here. Right, you need to play this video.
but they failed.
I hope it is going to play. Okay, let me try to put it right here so that we can play it right
But they
here. I'm finding it difficult to play this video, but I hope it is going to play. Okay, so okay, my network is playing me here. So, honestly speaking, what Godfrey Senengam is saying here is hogwash, is nonsense. We cannot continue to listen to such an hypocrite like him, because whatever he is saying does not apply. So you see, Kuti, he is asking President Chamisa to do whatever he wants to do, but he is failing to understand. Kuti, these are two different political organizations. These are two different political leaders, and the President also Chamisa cannot take instructions from Godfrey Senengam. At no point will Advocate Nelson Chamisa take instructions from Godfrey Senengamu's political organization and political movement. So that is very important for us to note. What we need to know is, if Godfrey Senengam wants to tell President Nelson Chamisa about anything, he must first of all, he must shut down fees. He must first of all shut down that bogus political organization he is leading. And after shutting it down, you join Citizens Coalition for Change, and you begin to lead from the front, as you are suggesting. You are a political organization. Why are you not leading from the front? Why are you not doing whatever you are saying Advocate Nelson Chamisa should be doing at this moment in time? Those are the questions we have for you, Mkoma Godfrey Senengamu. So while I'm trying to play this one, let me see if I'll be able to play this video, because it's very important for us to play it. It's very important for us to play it. So let me try to place it here, so that we get to respond to something which is available, to something which is there. Enough is enough. We have tolerated these guys for a very long time, and they are now believing, or they now think Kuti, they have an upper hand, or they have authority over us. They've been with ZANU PF for a very long time. We never bothered to ask them why they are supporting ZANU PF and why they were supporting ZANU PF, yet they want to come and instruct us and teach us and lecture us how to do politics. And the question is, are you a political expert, Mr. Tsenengamu, of Advocate Nelson Chamisa, how to conduct himself politically? That is the question. So let me add it to the stream at this moment in time. Okay, it's coming right here. Okay. So
in our approach, we are radical and militant. We believe in confronting the problem, whatever it is. And we are so much convinced that under the leadership of Advocate Nelson Chamisa, if we were to work with him under the CCC, we were not going to achieve what we intended to achieve. Yes, we admit that they are a very strong movement. That's a fact. Advocate Nelson Chamisa is very likable, is very popular, is a good public speaker. But we think that he is weak somehow. He is ineffective. Yes, that's our view. The situation that Zimbabwe finds itself in doesn't require a leadership that thinks that ZANU PF is going to be removed through prayers and tweeting. ZANU PF is a beast that has to be confronted head on. Zimbabwe requires a movement that can square up to ZANU PF, blow for blow. Look at how the ZANU PF youths are terrorizing vendors in ZANU. Those are space barons. And we have a very popular opposition movement which is not doing anything to help those defenseless people who are being extorted by ZANU PF hooligans. Look at how MDC members are rotting in jail.
Okay. I apologize for my sound. I think I've done justice for this Godfrey Senengamu thing. So the question is to Godfrey Senengamu. Patakanga tichenda kuchikoro taipiwa weki yataipiwa inenge ine ma-examples. And ma-examples atakanga tichipiwa were there to show a student how to do things. Before you get to the exercise, you are given an example and you are shown how to solve it. And my issue with Godfrey Senengamu is, where is the example? Can you show us the example? Kuti Nelson Chamisa should do A, B, C, D. Tirati the example, Mkoma Senengamu, go onto the ground and show Nelson Chamisa what he must do. Iwewe wapedza udaro, then we'll say, President, maratidzwa example, maratidzwa maitirwa zvinoitika as president. Can we do it? That is what we need to do, because you cannot just come to criticize. You are saying, Fadzai Mahere, Ostalos, they always hold my press conferences. But iwewe paungochitaura ungochiholda chi? Wanga uri murodherewo pauri kutaura zvese izvi? Are you speaking from the streets? No. You are speaking from the comfort of a hotel or from whatever place you were. You are speaking in comfort, sitting on a chair. But look at other leaders. If you go to South Africa, look at Julius Malema. Julius Malema anenge achitori mustreet nevanhu achitolida. Iwewe kana uri kuti iwewe that is what that is the path you want. Why can't you get into the streets? Then President Nelson Chamisa vozokujoina uri mustreet. Why can't you go nevanhu vako 20 mustreet vauinavo iwewe? Then President Nelson Chamisa vozokujoina the millions dzavainadzo. That is the question I am asking you to Godfrey Senengamu. You have your own political organization called FIS. Go into the streets. Go and occupy the streets as you are suggesting. Go and confront ZANU PF head on as you are suggesting. Then President Nelson Chamisa vozouya with the majority manje vakuchikubatsira, because unenge on the forefront uchiratidza vanhu mafambiro anofanira ita zvinhu. So iwewe you cannot tell President Nelson Chamisa how to do things. President Nelson Chamisa believes kuti tofana kuenda ku-election. After an election, the outcome of the election is what we are going to deal with. What is important is for us to win the election, is to mobilize, is to make sure that people vote. Vanhu kana vavhota, isisu we confront the outcome of the election. Because at this moment in time, you have to understand that President Mnangagwa is the legal leader of Zimbabwe. He's there. He's the president. He's being recognized by every body in the world. Even at United Nations, he's representing Zimbabwe as the president. So you have to know, Kuti, whatever we are going to do, it amounts to terrorism. So you want to force Advocate Nelson Chamisa to be called a terrorist. You want him to be arrested for treason. Iwewe wosara uchisekera urumba kwako uchibhadharwa nezanu PF. Iwewe tiri kuti enda mustreet Godfrey Tsenengamu. Wonoita iwewe nevanhu vako 20 zvauri kuda kuti President Nelson Chamisa vaite. Then wozodaidzira vachamisa woye, uyai mundibatsirewo, ndaribata gudo riya, chiuya mundibatsirewo, tomhanya tese touya tokubatsira. Kwete unoda kuti Chamisa enda kushumba, enda unoibata shumba nemaoko, enda unoibata shumba nemaoko. Isi takamirira kuti shumba ipinde pamusungo. Isi tiri kuda kuti shumba itange yapinda pamusungo tozoenda tonoibata, iwe uri kuti batai yakadaro. So what you are saying, Godfrey Tsenengamu, is good to your own political organization and to yourself. That is your democratic right, but you cannot force another leader to do what you can't do yourself. Do it with your own people, then we'll join you. If you can't, forget and smile. We'll wait for the signal from President Nelson Chamisa. Kana President Nelson Chamisa mangwana vakatipinde mstreet topinda, because ndiwo leader, ndo vane vision, vanenge vane muono vanenge vainawo, vanenge vane pavari kuziva kuti tikabva apa tinosvika apa. So this is my submissions, and this is my response to Godfrey Tsenengamu, and I'm calling him to order, because he has been there nezanu PF wachita zvinhu zvavo for a very long time now. Hanzi pana Shingi Neves, unfortunately he's always exposing himself as ZANU PF puppet. What has he done to confront ZANU PF blow to blow? He is talking about. He has done nothing to confront ZANU PF. And recently they had a presser on Wiwa, and what happened next? Nothing. Yes. So, Comrade Tsenengamu, if you had an opportunity, if you get an opportunity to watch this, you have to respond. Tell us, kuti ibibi pa presa yenyu na Wiwa, what happened? Makazoitei mapedza kuita Friends of Job Sikala, makazoitei imimi sevarume, because muri varume ka, unless if you're confirming that you are women in pajamas. Hanzi panapa, to me, he is a masquerade. It continues to expose himself. He works with Jim Kunaka, etc. If he was genuine opposition, he could have been in jail or lost his farms and mine claims by now. Yes, I agree with you there. Hanzi panapa na Cosmas Tekedese. And what he says has a lot of truth. Let's not follow blindly. If you can't match ZANU tactics, how can you remove it from power? There is need for aggression. What kind of aggression are you talking about, Mkoma Cosma? Because maybe you can show us the kind of aggression you want. In 2018, you know what happened. When Wakapuru Wakafa, and who was to blame? Everybody was blaming Nelson Chamisa instead of blaming the people who shot the people. So, let us get to the election first. After getting to the election, we are now challenging Jabuda per election. That is our position, and we are not going to move an inch from that position. So if you have anything, you can join on TSENENGAMU and you do whatever you want to do on TSENENGAMU. Look at what Tsvangirai was doing. Many people sacrificed for him. Okay, Tsvangirai and Nelson Chamisa are two different people. They are two different leaders. The reason why Nelson Chamisa is the leader is because he does have his own leadership style. And this is the leadership style we are following. So asuru Chamisa rumeka ngangurova pasi. This is to win the elections and to get to State House our own way. And this guy, Tsenengamu, is confused, and I agree. And why does he not lead from the revolt himself? That is very important. And we haven't seen his radical and militant approach. He must explain why he's never jailed and still enjoys ZANU PF assets. Yes, but there is no explanation which you see from Godfrey Tsenengamu, because he has been working with the junta for a very long time. He got paid handsomely. He is enjoying the fruits of fighting Robert Mugabe up to this day, and that man is ZANU PF. They only want to destroy CCC and Advocate Nelson Chamisa. And I agree with you, Stole, Priska. Anzik, no sound. Okay, that was the issue of sound, and I think Tapagadzrisa. Anzi, Wena, do you have power to help them? If you have, do it now. So that is very true, Thomas Dewa, and that is the issue. Godfrey Senengamu, if you have the power, you have to go and do it now. Show us the example. Sezvatakanga tichingoita kuchikoro taipiwa an example, todzidza paexample, then tozoenda tonoapproacha an exercise, tambodzidza paexample. Iwewe pinda mustreet, confront ZANU PF head on, isusu navachamisa tozotevera tichiti tsenasi tichiri kumashure kwako hatiri kuzviona, because toita kuti ane vanhu vakawanda ndiani oti ndinozochamisa uya nevanhu vako shamwari handiri kuzviona. That is very important for us to do. You cannot tell other people how to conduct themselves and how to strategize their own things. So I think I've done justice to this, and I think I've responded to Godfrey Senengamu. Let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts. My name is Ronald Wekwamakusha.